A dying star did this. And the star that will one day do the exact same thing, it's the one that rose this morning. This is Messier 27, the Dumbbell Nebula, sitting about 1,000 light-years away in a little constellation called Vulpecula, the fox. Charles Messier stumbled onto it in 1764 while he was doing something completely different, mapping fuzzy blobs so other astronomers wouldn't mistake them for comets. He had no idea what it actually was. Nobody did. What you're looking at is the remains of a star that ran out of fuel, puffed up, and then shed its outer layers into space, like a slow, beautiful explosion that took thousands of years. At the very center of all this color, that soft pink and lavender glow, there's a white dwarf star, a burned-out core, roughly the size of Earth, but carrying roughly half the mass of our entire sun. Now, look at the red. Those sharp, jagged streamers spiking outward, that's hydrogen, the most common element in the universe, now being flung into the void. Each of those filaments is moving outward at tens of kilometers per second. They look frozen here, but they are very much in motion. Astronomers color code these images by element, red for hydrogen, blue for oxygen. So what you're seeing isn't just pretty, it's a chemical map, a recipe. The same atoms that will one day mix into interstellar clouds, collapse again under gravity, and potentially form new stars, new planets, maybe new everything. And sweeping across the upper portion here, notice those long arcs of cyan. That's oxygen. It extends much farther out than the red hydrogen, curling away from the nebula in trails that seem almost gentle compared to the spiky chaos closer in. Nobody is entirely sure why planetary nebulas form these specific shapes. The rings, the jets, the asymmetric tendrils. A companion star might be tugging the gas. Magnetic fields might be sculpting it. Even with everything we know in 2026, the exact mechanics are still an open question. The universe keeps a few secrets. In about 6 billion years, our sun goes through this exact process. It swells, it sheds, it leaves behind a white dwarf surrounded by a glowing shell, just like M27. Everything you see here, the color, the chaos, the quiet center, that's a possible portrait of our solar system's last breath. Messier logged it as a nuisance. Turns out, it was a forecast. We'll be here tomorrow with whatever the data shows next. Subscribe so you don't have to remember to come back.